Hi guys, I am out here putting together a new planter, and the first thing I did was I put holes in them. You can see the holes beyond the actual grapevines. So I drilled a bunch of holes in there, and then I lined it with cardboard, and I swirled around the grapevines, which is pretty perfect for this circular container. Once you start getting your dirt in here and it settles down and you've watered it, then you can come along and you can take your box cutter and cut off the excess cardboard. So that is step one. Here is my example of step two, which is in a wheelbarrow. And yes, I have a drainage hole in here. This is a razorback and it's incredibly thick metal. So I got one, and why it is slanted is because that is right in here is where the one hole is I was able to get in there. So therefore I can have the best drainage on that side. And I did put a lot of rocks on that one because I only have one. I again put cardboard around all of this, and I chose cardboard that has got some air in it because this side of the house gets the most sun. So I really sort of stocked up on this cardboard. So again, this has got Hugelkultur at the bottom, just like step one does. And I have put my not so great compost. You realize when you have a big compost pile that you kind of have spots that aren't the best. Well, that's what I chose because this is on the bottom. I don't need the best stuff on the top, on the bottom, excuse me, because everything siphons off. So it's just kind of a waste if you're putting the best stuff on the bottom. Now, it has plenty of twigs in this. There's corn stalks in here. And I think that's sunflower. So that's step two. Coming over here, I went ahead and I purchased some sphagnum peat moss. And this is step three and the final, wheelbarrow. And I chose it back here because it is settled and nestled in these trees very well. So in the height of summer, I am going to try to get some mini lettuce heads and also a strip of lettuce with some seed tape in it to sort of border around the back. Possibly some spinach, we'll see how that goes. But I'm going to try and put maybe some pansies to dangle off the side of this because it's in perfect alignment with my bay windows and I can see it very well until the sunflowers block it out. So the next step for this is sphagnum moss. So I have a nice layer of that on here, and I did mix it up a little bit with the not so great compost on the bottom. Since I am not ready to plant this right now, it's still, what is it? I think it's May 12th. It's not that great of weather. We've had a cold snap. I'm really just preparing the soil as much as I can get it prepared. Once I'm ready to plant, then I will put my best compost on here. A little bit more sphagnum moss because it adds a lot of air to your soil. And eventually it almost kind of sponges and takes on and becomes really good soil within itself. But I don't want to put that good compost on here because it's just going to leach out if it rains, and I have no plants or vegetables to take advantage of that nutrients. So it makes absolutely no sense at this point for me to do that, just to show you what that would look like. You know what more soil would look like on this wheelbarrow. So that is my plan there, and I am hoping that that will be successful with lettuce. If not, then I have all year and all winter to think about how do I want to use this wheelbarrow next year. And that can kind of be a reoccurring theme as well when you get out and you try other things in your new gardening career. Thank you so much. It sure would be sweet if you would like and subscribe. Thank you.